Hello, welcome. So we all feel scared of confrontation to some extent. The problem is that when we don't overcome that fear and we don't confront the situation at hand, we end up disrespecting ourselves or others. We shut down and we do what others want, or we do what we want by manipulating others. Neither of those are good. They're not healthy. They're not healthy for us, and they're not good for the relationship. So how can you overcome the fear of confrontation? Our minds are programmed to avoid the short-term pains more strongly than to pursue the long-term gains. And therefore, you need to reprogram your brain to, one, decrease the perception of short-term pain, and second, to increase the significance of long-term gain, to balance them out. So I want to share with you a couple of ways to decrease that perception of short-term pain and increase the long-term gain. So how can you decrease the short-term pain? You can start by calling it something more desirable. So if you don't like the word confrontation, you think about the issue as something else. You can talk about authenticity, being true to yourself, negotiation, clarification, alignment with others. Pick your word, then say it to yourself every time you feel fear of confrontation. Another thing you can do is not take it personally. It's very normal for people to have good and bad opinions about everything, and whatever they say, it's really not necessarily against you. It is most likely a perspective in a specific situation intended to not be personal. And even if it is personal, you remember that all people are flawed in a way or another. They have unproductive biases, preconceived notions, and blind spots. So whatever they say is not a truth. It's their version of reality. You can also plan a solution for the worst case scenario. I know this gets pretty bad before it gets better, but write down the worst case scenarios and think about how likely they are to happen. And then finally, plan what you would do in each situation. You'll notice that your fears are probably very catastrophic and unrealistic. And if you share this out loud with a friend, your worst fears may sound so over the top that you'll notice it, and it will help you shake that off, shake those fears away. So here are some other ways that you can increase the significance of the long-term gain, right? So one of them is to write down the potential upsides of having that conversation. How will you feel after you have a desired conversation? And what if you reach the outcome you desire? How will that make you feel? Pretty good, I'm sure. How will it benefit you and others? So confrontation is just like going to the doctor or dentist. You know it's going to be unpleasant for a short while, but it will fix a lot of issues and prevent problems in the future. So another option is to start the conversation by highlighting the mutual goal. You can create a more positive atmosphere at the start by sharing the mutually shared goals with the other parties involved. So you can do this by momentarily elevating the discussion from everyday facts and opinions to a more high-level altruistic goal, like ensuring everyone is happy, productive, fulfilled. And then after the intentions are out of the way, then you can then get into the nitty-gritty of the problem. So use these mental tricks to put things into perspective, put your brain into perspective, focusing yourself and the other on the long-term gains, and diminishing the perspective of the short-term gains can really help you achieve that. If you'd like to see more videos like this, give it a thumbs up. And I'd love to hear more about situations and how you are able to overcome the fear of confrontation.